Next to Blow Entertainment presents to you Open Up Podcast.
Hey man, what's up, man? It's your boy Knowledge, man. You feel me? And welcome to Open Up Podcast. You feel me? Where we have guests to come and just open up on things that going on in the community, man. Not just in the community, but we dealing with entertainment, with sport. You feel me? And we just want y'all to tune in, man. Man, it's about to be lit, man. You feel me? So it's your boy Knowledge.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Noel, man, Lil Key, and like he said, we're going from all different experiences, man, from athletics, sports, different businesses, different content creators, and just open it up, man. We're trying to get everybody personal experience, everybody own opinions, and just having fun, man. Get into the gossip.
Hey man, today, man, we got a special guest here for y'all, man. Hey, I know this thing been we supposed to been did it, you feel me?
Yes,
but
sir.
everything happened on their own time. So with that being said, man, we want to introduce y'all, man. Mr.KingCornTruck, you hear me?
KingCornTruck, man, let's get it.
Yeah, man. I'm KingCornTruck, Charles Askew. I mean, spread the wealth and knowledge that I got. We earn something from the guys. Piggyback off each other, bro, because it takes a village. It really do. But we got to start standing on what we say. The words that we speak, we got to start, actually putting action behind it.
So man, let's get to it. So I just got a question, man. How did you get the name Corn Truck? I'm just curious, man. That's a pretty intense, odd, and creative name. So how do you get that name?
Alright, so the name is KingCornTruck. It's a three-part. Some people call me King Corn, some people call me Corn Truck. When my dad gave it to me, they called my dad King Fish.
Fish.
Yeah, King Fish. So they started the business in my mom when I was an adolescent. But they did get it up to 26 trucks. So you feel me? He ended up giving me the name KingCornTruck. You feel me? But in this title, I take it, but it's not something I even want to be anymore. You feel me? I'd rather be Charles Askew, man.
Okay. So with that, how did Dad get the name Kingfish?
It's called the King, you feel me? So I'm one of the baddest of the sea, you feel me?
Okay.
Fisher of man, you feel me? My dad, crazy lunatic, man. I remember, you feel me? Boy came down here, brought his family down here, one by one, started bringing each one on, you feel me? Show people, He actually got his family on poverty, you feel me?
That's the goal right now. That's the goal.
So, just by watching him, seeing what he did, with what little he had, you feel me, is an inspiration. So, yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna say a few words and just come off the dome and feel me with
How's it look over there?
You probably expensive, good.
Alright, so I'm gonna say a few words, you feel me, and just go off the dome, like first thing that come to mind. You know what I'm saying? Bell glade.
Beautiful bell glade, you feel me? A lot of times I post images of, the things that are bad about it, but I do see the beauty in it, the beauty in the people, the beauty in the spirits of the people, the potential beauty that we can put on the face of bell glade. We tend to say you are from beautiful downtown Bell Glade, so
Okay. Muck bowl.
Whitewash. Muck bowl, It is, one of the biggest games in the world, biggest scenes, but they tend to, paint false narratives,
Yeah.
With the people that come in, like we chase rabbits to get on the team. Never seen it happen a day in my life.
Yeah.
They shed light on all these different issues, but not the right issues. People, when those people come around during football season, I think we should, take the charge to, push our own narratives. To not let them make a fool of us, because that's what's been made. We're not no rabbit chasing people.
Exactly.
There's a very select few people that chase rabbits. You feel me? And people do it for fun. It's not nothing that we do to feed ourselves, to fend for ourselves. So, when you go other places, they be like, oh, y'all chase rabbits to eat, It at a point it's cool, but it's not what we are. It's not a direct representation of the people we live here today, today. So, I really consider Monk as whitewash.
Okay, and I'm just curious though, the narrative behind the aspect, You don't feel like that kind of, help the athletes a little. Yeah, behind that aspect, you don't feel like that, the narrative help the aspect of athletes actually chasing rabbits, and they're using that terminology to actually, make it seem like we go through different, and the lost track.
No, you good.
I wasn't looking, but yeah, just you don't feel like that narrative kind of build a certain criteria of our athletes, because I feel like most people around the country don't do that. And I feel like they use that image to show that our athletes more vicious and more speed and just chasing a wildlife animal.
So on that part, yeah, it's great. It shares life, but to push it on our town as a whole, you feel me? It's the problem with it. You feel me? So, and like I understand, how it correlates with football speed, on the field speed, cutting, jigging and stuff like that. Surviving, yeah, but there's more people that went to college than people that's been in the rap field. To be honest, you feel me? So we gotta start pushing that. Bro, there's doctors, lawyers, there's people with 2 master's degrees, bachelor's degrees. We have more of those people than people that actually chase rabbits. So those are the people that we need to shed light on. Those are the people, you feel me? Not people dingy in clothes, looking like we third world. That's not who we are. It's a poor representation of us. And I understand how it correlates to athleticism. But to put it on us as a whole, to say people from the more chase rabbits is a damn lie.
I agree. All right, not to get off the topic, you feel me? People say that I see on the TikTok, you feel me? I just got to question me. So y'all really ate a dog, bro?
Nah. So it wasn't a dog, but my dad, like I say, from Alabama, we do eat, deer, bear, turtles, squirrels, rabbits, hogs, and that's what it was. It wasn't a baby hog, you feel me? It was a baby hog we caught in the field. It had been eating the crop, you feel me? So it was a family of them, but he ended up getting killed. Put him in a pot. But it did look like a dog. It did look like a dog. But yeah, it was a baby hog.
All the things, like me, this is my first time personally interacting with you, and just looking outside in on your social media, all the content you post. What's one thing, if people never met you, what's one thing that you would describe, what's one word to describe yourself, or one thing you would tell people that nobody would know? And also, like you say, it's a whole bunch of narratives you can feel. Like I said, you got funny content, all type of stuff you post. So, for the people that don't know you, like I said, what one word or what would describe your personality or who you are as a person? Yeah, exactly.
Well, I can just say this, I'm not trying to prove no one wrong. You feel me? My thing is, I carry with me to carry myself every day, and I'm out here proving people right. You know what I mean? The few people that may be in my corner that says, you was one of the top of the class, you did go to college, you know what I mean? Those are the people that I'm into proving anything to, you feel me? I'm not trying to prove nobody wrong, you know what I mean? So it's people around here, the things that people say to me, you know what I mean, when you tell me, oh, you could do this or you could do that, I'm listening, you feel me? That's what resonates with me more, you feel me? The support system, you feel me? Because, even though you sometimes have one or two that may walk up to me and say, bro, I love what you're doing, that's real support, you feel me? Opposed to the people who saying, he cuss too much, or he do that, he do that third. I'm not trying to prove nothing to those people.
Down here too.
I'm not trying to prove those people. So I just carry that with me, man. Be more into proving people right than proving people wrong. Because if you're trying to prove people wrong, it's gonna take a lifetime. You know what I mean? It's gonna take a lifetime, and that brings hatred in your heart, and malice and stuff like that, bro. You know what I mean? Just stand positive, bro. Because, bro, when you talk about me, I pray for you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because you ain't got no heaven and hell to put me in, and I don't have a heaven and hell to put you in, bro. The only fear I have is of God. You feel me? And the love that I work off on is agape love, which is the love of God. You know what I mean? We don't even got that type of love, but you know what I mean? That's the love that I look in.
Yeah.
So that's the love that I try to pour out. That's the love I try to receive. You know?
All right, man. We got this thing called the gossip. when we get into, we get in deep with, stuff and everything. But before we go into the gossip, you feel me, I want to ask you something. You feel me, we got this thing that also called Explain This Picture. And right quick, that's what I want you to do, you feel me? For the viewers and everything, I want you to elaborate what this picture right here means.
Nah, cause Bill play with you, dog. People will play with you, dog. People will play with your feelings, your mental, your space, you know what I mean? I hit a rock on a bitch car, I drop it right there. I'm old school, you feel me? I snatch a whole 10 off your car.
Oh,
You hear
man.
me? You know what I mean? I ain't really into womanizing. I will destroy some property. You feel me? I won't beat your ass, but I'll beat the fuck out that car. I'll snatch the side mirrors off that bitch, you make me mad. But yeah, that's all that is. Just fun and having games, joking. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so it's around that time we get into the gossip, you feel me?
Gossip.
Alright, so with everything that been going on in the Glade area, you feel me? First, before we get into it, you ever see yourself running for commissioner?
I don't see myself. That's not my performance. You feel me? It's an elected position. You feel me? With no power. You do have power, but the power that I want, I can't touch
Not
on a
in
day-to-day
the
basis.
position.
You feel me? I'm more so looking for a job within the city halls.
Okay.
You feel me? Because the commission only suggests things. It's limited. It's very limited. Now, what they do work on the state level, getting funding for the city and stuff like that, but the commission only suggests things to the city manager. The city manager runs the day-to-day operation of all the city. The city commissioners cannot talk to city employees. They have to talk to the city manager, so it's a chain of command, you know what I mean? So I don't see myself running, you feel me? Because the power isn't there. It's power, but not the power that I want to possess. I want to be able to talk to everybody, go out to the community, talk to the finance department on the daily, talk to parks and recs on the daily, see what code enforcement is at on the daily. So I would rather have a job position within the halls, because the commission only shows up to commission meetings. They don't work for the city. They don't work 9 to 5 for the city. So I don't see myself running for an elected position, but I do see myself, applying for a job within the city halls.
That made plenty of sense.
So man, just going back, all the action, like I said, going back to the social media, all the actions and all the things. Like I recently seen the video of you going to like a 50 unit building and kind of showing and exposing what the people, the bad situations they living in. So I just want to know what inspired you to want to change the city.
Bro, just seeing what's going on, bro, and then having a platform, being a social media influence. I've been a social media influence for a while now, but the things that I've been posting to influence the people I've been posting haven't been the best content. You feel me? Haven't led people in the right direction. You know what I mean? And just so happened one day I went to church. You know what I mean? The pastor spoke to me, and he gave me my flowers while I was live. That you are a great content creator. You are doing these things, but watch the content that you post. You know what I mean? Understand that the things that you post and who the people it goes out to. So with him being said, it just led me to say, hey man, let me start pushing some of these issues that we got. You feel me? Some positive stuff opposed to just posting fights and stuff like that. Let's push some issues that's gonna make some people do something. You know what I mean? I got the TikTok. It's worldwide. You feel me? So let's pick this shit up on there. You know what I mean? And then.
Bro, I apply for that though, because that's kind of why I know it's a lot of things going on in the city that make them want to reach out and change it. But you got to be brave though. It's a lot of people that want to speak out like you did. But like I say, too many people ain't finna. You got to be brave to actually go in front of the show, go through it.
You got to be brave to go ahead with the city.
Yeah, you got to be brave to actually go share content. He going to 50 unit building, showing people exactly what's going on. You got, oh, not explain. You know what I'm trying to get to?
I know what you're saying, but the crazy thing about it, you did something that should have been done 20 and 30 years ago. You get what I'm saying? And then what we, hey man, we'll applaud you for that, man. You doing something that should have been done, and for you to take that initiative, for you to go ahead and jump out there you feel me, that water like that, that make everybody else step up at the plate. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, and I be needing people to rally with me, bro. I can't do it all by myself. I never give the glory to myself, you know, I give it to God, you feel me? And that's the thing, too, you know, I cuss a lot, you know what I mean? But I'm not a pastor. I'm not walking around with the Bible, you feel me?
Yeah.
But I know I got God in me, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know it's
sure.
God speaking through me. So, you feel me? I'm a man of God, you know what I mean? I believe in God, I got faith, you know what I mean? So, I already know this battle already won, you know what I mean? God got the last say so in all this shit, you feel me?
Yeah,
And, you know, people... Bro, doing this, bro, I lost a lot. I lose family, friends every single day, you feel me? People don't, when you want to bring about change, bro, people not okay with it, bro. People talk about it, but when it actually comes, people not okay with it because a lot of things get uncovered. From stealing, you know what I mean? If you've been stealing from us, your ass got to go, you know what I mean? If you don't got the right credentials, your ass got to go, you know what I mean? We was in a generation where our parents told us, like, hey, go to school, get an education. You're not going to work in this field. This field going to be automated. It's going to be machines cutting this cane. Go get an education. And they sent us away, and we went and got educations. And with the education, they also taught us how to think for ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now we come back as men. We left as kids. We come back as men and as women, you feel me, with our own thought processes. And people not okay with that, you feel me? But it's okay, you feel me? They complacent, you know what I mean? They used to things going the way they were, you feel me? But that's not okay with us, you feel me? We want more for ourselves. We left and went to these college towns and seen the different things, seen the different things that little town, even some of these college towns are little small towns, you feel me? But they progressing, you feel me? So we know that our city as a whole should have been progress.
Yeah.
It's neighborhoods the sound of our fucking town. You know what I mean? So it's not like something that's gonna take 20 years with the education we got.
It shouldn't have to.
You feel me? Building over roads and roads. A lot of times, our elected officials like to speak on infrastructure. We need new roads and plumbing, this, that, and the third. But what about the businesses? Bringing new businesses, bringing new corporations in. Like I say, none of us never cared to work at the sugar mill. You feel me? We went and got education, so you could bring in the Amazon warehouses and the Walmart warehouses where we can be in air conditioning for one.
Yeah.
We can be in air conditioning, now mine can work way more better. We already skilled laborers, you feel me? So that part is out the window, you feel me? Now just educate us on how to use some of these programs and programming and robots and, you feel me? Just to further us as people, you feel me? Give us a choice to be something other than farmers.
Working in the field.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that you say that because when you become a farm worker, they look at you in a different light. They look at you as if you get first with this or you get first with that. Not seeing that lately, like even when you apply for housing sometime, if you're a farm worker, they'll move you on top of the chart then.
So this is the thing. So I could speak on the camps in Belgrade, the Pruitt's, Runyons, the Okeechobee Center, the Osceola Center. So those aren't properties owned by the city. Those are properties owned by the sugar mills, so they're housing their workforce. You feel me? So that's why you can't get a housing project. You feel me? They're not Belgrade. They're not like you got a Pahokee Housing Authority.
Yeah.
Belgrade doesn't have a housing authority. You feel me? The projects are owned and ran by the sugar mills. So you feel me? And that's the thing. We want to take our land back, take our city back. They don't have to house us.
Yeah.
We're state funded. The city is funded by the state. The city give us adequate enough money. We have a $36 million spending budget at the city of Belgrade.
Yeah.
$36 million. The average income is only $28,000 in the city of Belgrade.
Yeah.
Well, why all this money going there? If we can live on so much less, what are you guys doing with so much more? You feel me? So that's the reason why when you apply to these places, they tell you, are you a farm worker? Because they are owned by the farmer.
And that's been going on for a while. They farm worker because even Bryan, you ever heard of Bryan Village?
Yeah, Bryan Village.
Yeah, I was legit going out there in Bryan, you know, the family house and everything. And I noticed growing up that it wasn't nothing but farm workers out there.
Yeah, that's how it goes, dog.
So-
and we shouldn't put our workforce or our population in the hands of a corporation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's modern day slavery. They busting these guys in. They bought the old prison, bro. Whether you reconstruct it or not, you're housing people in the fucking old prison.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just think about it. You feel me? This is modern day slavery. Work, forced labor. We have nowhere else to go
That's
besides
exactly what it
there.
is. That's why I truly believe that I truly believe 9 to 5 wasn't created for everybody. You get what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, you got some people that enjoy their 9 to 5. You get what I'm saying? Like my old girl, she'll been a teacher for over 30 years, and that way she wanna be at, you know what I'm saying? Now see me on the other hand, my thought process go higher than the 9 to 5, which I know a lot of other people do. A lot of other people mindset the same way. You get what I'm saying? So when they come about with the farm workers and everything, it just, I don't know, I just don't believe in
It's
it.
like
Like,
good. The upcoming generation, that was good to say, you know, go for what you love. So if you do get that 9 to 5, it don't feel like a job.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah.
more like a passion.
Yeah.
So that's why you gotta encourage the upcoming generation, just, you know, follow that path and do what you love. Like fields and working, you know, nobody wake up and say, I wanna, you know, be this laborer, you know, so it's just how it is, man. That's why I try to tell the young generation, do what you love. So if you do get that 9 to 5, whether it's, you know, in the health field or the criminal justice field, do what you love so it won't feel like you're
you
forced
gonna
to
wake
work.
up and feel like you're going to work.
But people also have to understand the difference in dreams and goals. You know, jobs are goals, you know what I mean? Your dreams shouldn't be obtainable within like the next 10 years. They should be so far-fetched that they should be damn near impossible.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's what dreaming is. So then you got goals where you set, you know what I mean? You have short-term, mid-term, long-term goals. And a lot of people set goals and look at them as dreams, and when they accomplish them, they become complacent. You know what I mean? So we got to really understand the difference in those. You know what I mean?
And the goal is to put the line you up toward that dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goal. So I get what you're saying. But yeah, so I seen something, you feel me, a while back, a couple of days ago, whatever, with a movie that y'all were doing. Let's speak on that.
Okay, yeah, we're shooting a movie, man. It's a book adaptation. You know, some of my friends, Frederick Barthel and Stank Brown, they wrote a book. You know, Boys Out the Hood, and we're creating a movie adaptation to it. We've been shooting locally. We're trying to get, you know, got local actors. You know what I mean? It's working. It's moving. The project moving along well, man. We shot the pilot. People received it well, you know what I mean? So we're moving forward with what we got going on, dog. We really is.
Yeah, I seen the trailer, boy. I'm anxious to see it. You hear me?
Oh yeah, man, it's some great characters in there. And then we using people from around the lake, man. Bear Glade, Polka, Side Bay.
Your home team.
Yeah, gotta use our home team. You know what I mean? We got our home team filmmakers. You know, shooting and shot by Map B. He moved to Palm Beach, but he from
Map.
Bear Glade. You feel
Yeah,
me?
that fan right
Yeah,
there.
so you know what I mean? We got KB working on the project through production. Kevin Brown doing helping us out with production.
That was
The writers are from Belgrade, like I say, Stank and Samuel Brown and Frederick Barthel. You know what I mean? I'm just blessed to be a part of it. You feel me? I'm blessed to be a part of it.
I know this right, man.
So man, just getting to the end, what's your next step forward, man? What's your next, your next project other than the movie? You got anything else you planning to? You want people to know about? Or
Yeah, I'm planning to be progressive citizens. Like this fight ain't over with. This fight don't start with me getting the city manager fired. I had to start at the head. That's why I got him fired. You feel me? So, and I'm trying to get Mr. Highsmith elected. You feel me? But this fight don't stop here. I have a plan in place for us to, you know, first off, we're gonna build personal credit. You feel me? I've learned how to delete things off the credit through TikTok. I'm willing to help anybody that want me to help them. You know what I mean? Download Credit Karma, come to me. We're going to delete that stuff. You know what I mean? With that, we're deleting credit so that we can build credit. Educating people on Credit Karma. They have a lender service. Educating people on self-lending, you feel me? So that these things can start reporting into your credit so that you can build credit. Because having no credit is worse than bad credit.
Fast.
So with building credit in this way, once you build the credit, we're going to start, it's the next phase. So the next phase after building personal credit would be for you to open up a business, and I'm gonna show people how to formulate their businesses right with having virtual addresses, virtual email, virtual fax number, also having a web page. With that, you apply for an LLC after you obtain that, so that the credentials look correct when they look at it via sunbiz.org. It looks like you have a building. Even if you're an at-home based operation, it looks like you're working out of a building. You got a 1-800 number. You have a virtual website, such and such Flagler Drive, West Palm Beach. You look like you're on the water. Once you do that, you apply for your LLC. You take your LLC, you apply for your EIN. You take your EIN, you apply for a Duns and Bradstreet number. You check that on NAV. NAV is like Experian and Equifax. It requires your business credit. You want to get your payback scores up. With that, you go to your next phase where we become getting business funding. So, with business funding, I'm into the no PG where you have no personal guarantees. So pretty much, if you set the LLCs up the way I told you with the virtual addresses, virtual fax numbers, you have your personal credit in line, you could get business funding, $30,000, $40,000. But you can run these plays on 10 banks. You can get 25 from here, 10 from there, 35 from here. You feel me? So with that, you can accumulate $300,000 in funding. You feel me? And it's off of $200 that you pay for the LLC, and $25 a month you're paying for the self-lender, and $20 a month that you're paying for the Credit Karma lender. And then with the business funding, when we get the money, right, let's just say people aren't making $40,000 here. So let's just say we unlock $150,000 in business funding for you, $150 for me, $150 for you, right? And we all take $40,000 because that's what people are living off here, right? And then we take the other $110,000. So that's $330,000. That's 10% of $3.3 million with just us three that we can unlock in other funding to buy back some of these spaces, to knock down some of these houses, to build our own complexes. I'm not looking for a savior. We're going to save ourselves. But I do have a plan in action, you feel me?
And it's crazy that you say that, because I know plenty of people with LLC that know half of what you just said.
And that's the thing. We set up our LLCs at home, you feel me? We put our at-home address. We don't put phone numbers. And then when we send it out to these banks, that's why we're getting denied for credit cards and stuff. They wanted to be, well, you got a toll-free number.
Yeah, they wanted
You feel me? They wanted you to have a web page. They want you to have a physical address for your business, not your home. You feel me? Once you set them up in this setting, it unlocks funding. You feel me? You look legitimate. You feel me? Even though you ain't had a dime run through your account. You feel me? Hooking up the net 30 accounts. And like I said, it's a process. Once you set that up, you hook up your 5 net 30 accounts. You go and spend $10 each on them. Go spend $10 at Granger. Go spend $10 at Home Depot. Go spend $10 on Office Max. You feel me? And then they report your business credit to NAV, to Duns and Bradstreet. So it look like, you're paying off your stuff. But you feel me? We got to be mindful of this money that they're giving us, because they're going to give us some, but we got to take the little bit, do right with it, so they can give us a bunch of this shit. You feel me? Then we got to...
the money that they give you, is it a loan? Or
it's a loan.
It's something that is yours.
No.
A loan, you got to pay that back.
Okay, and this is the thing about loans. Everyone takes out loans. The world is built off of credit. We shy away from the loans, but this is real change. We ain't giving these people money and fucking it up. We're going to be able to pay back these loans because, like I said, we're going to demolish the buildings, pick brand new townhomes. And this is the way we're going to get our reparation, you feel me? We're not going to demand it, we're going to take it. Once we build these new projects and these new homes and these new buildings, we're going to make it available to all people that take Section 8. You feel me? Section 8 already paying their rent $1,600, $1,800. They're moving to Palm Beach to pay it. If we have these adequate enough housing, something beautiful here, we're going to take the same $1,600 from Section 8 from them.
I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to recreate Black Wall Street.
I'm trying to create a better environment around me.
That's
It starts in the home, you feel me? It starts with me helping my cousin, or me helping my nephew, me helping my son,
And then how it
me
start?
helping my brother.
Because if it don't happen that way, then it'll be everybody out here for self. You get what I'm saying? And we'll never get nowhere doing it. We'll never get nowhere
We want a lot of people be trying to act like it's gonna take from us. But like I said, the thing that what I'm pushing, I can't take from you. I can't stop you from opening the LLC and doing right by your credit and them people giving you funding. It's not something I could take from you. Me, you, him, her, him could all run these same plays, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like nothing you doing gonna take from me, bro. You feel me? It's just when we come in as a conglomerate, you feel me, under like a shell company, say you gave 52, he gave 52, I gave 52, you feel me? That money, you know what I mean, we'll take that money, right? Even though we looking for funding from other places, that money will start back paying on all our loans, you feel me? And we're gonna have some cheese to blow, you feel me? For real, and then all us get to check behind each other. It's not like I'm trying to be no leader. I'm trying to walk with people beside me.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to walk with people behind me. I want these people to have the same type of mentality that I'm having. You feel me? I'm trying to take us, you feel me?
Each one teach one.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And it ain't like I got to be the leader or something, you feel me? Or people, you got to be, to be a great leader, you got to be good at delegating positions, you feel me? And when you put other people in place, you got to really believe in them wholeheartedly. And if you don't put them in place to lead nobody else.
Yeah.
So like if I tell you, hey, I want you to do this for me, I need to wholeheartedly believe that you can accomplish that.
Yeah.
And not to check behind you or nothing.
Without a
and
doubt.
you got to give me that same type of energy to say, man, this man believe in me, so I got to get this accomplished. You feel me? I can't half-ass on this. You feel me? And don't be taking positions if you know you can't accomplish.
Yo.
You know what I mean? Say,
can't.
hey, I know Chewy, he a little bit better than me with that. You feel me? Type stuff. So that's how we gotta be, bro. And just holding each other, holding people who in leadership positions accountable.
Yeah.
When you see me doing this shit, after you see me fuck up, holler at me. Like corn truck, but you gotta do a little better. You feel me? Like be approachable and be able to receive corrective criticism because nobody got it all down pat.
Yeah. So, with all that being said, man, it most definitely, you hear me? We will most definitely know a gift having you here today, man. But we ain't gonna just wrap it up like that. We wanna do something different with Open Up Podcast. So, you know, we finna leave here, we finna go to the yoga.
Yeah.
One need nothing but a minute. After you feel me, you wanna freestyle on what we talk about today. You got certain record, whatever it is, but I want to take you to Racine in the Island, you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I'm all for it, you know what I mean? I'm all for it.
So, man, with that being said, man, I want to thank all y'all, man, for tuning in, man. Hey, man, make sure you like, make sure you comment, subscribe, you feel me? Before we leave, they gonna give y'all their social media, man. Y'all know, tune in, man.
Yeah, you can catch me on Facebook at King Corn Ask You, Charles Ask You. I got a bunch of pages, they be blocking me. Catch me on Instagram at KingCornTruck. You can catch me on TikTok at KingCornTruck. You can catch me on Snapchat at KingCornTruck.
Alright, and with all that being said, man, we finna holler at y'all. We finna go to Racine in the Island, no? Yeah. We here.
I be fucking off. I ain't gonna lie, I can rap about other shit, but I'm trying not to cuss and say bitches and hoes. Cause at the end of the day, I'm trying to change it. I can talk about murdering the bitch all day. Just keep recording.
Hey, you started off smooth. I'm like, I want for the cook.
Stop coming that bitch. I've been coming that bitch for real for y'all.
I'll shake it down for you.
Hold on.
I can rub out
Y'all thought I was finna snap on that bitch.
Hey, actually, I got a little names in here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all funny.
No, I just having fun.
Hey, that motherfucker saying no better, do better.
It be the most great content, bro.
Yeah, sure. Boy say no better, gotta do better. I'm like, that motherfucker go crazy.
I thought I was gonna go crazy. Alright, we get back to the podcast now.
I like that.
Look, Look, walk with me. Say, walk with me while I be on my own walk. walk beside me, don't walk behind me. I need to know that you gon' ride with me, that you gon' slide with me, that you might go and die with me. Huh? Look, marching to the own beat of my own drum with the bullshit. Fuck all them lying ass preachers in them pulpits. Fuck all them lying ass niggas sitting on that commission seat. Fuck all them lying ass bitches who wanna envy me. Niggas be hating on me, it be my own family and friends. Niggas be hating on me, it be my own fucking kin. Huh? Ride with me, slide with me. I just hope that one day you gon' I'll be like chasing my own dreams, ain't chasing no clout. This shit speak real, this ain't no running my mouth. These niggas ain't. That's it, that's all I got. That's it, that's all, man.
Hey, but look.
Let's start, yo.
Hey, look, man, before you leave, man, we need you to go ahead and make it official, man.
Yeah.
Need to put that signature on the
Oh,
wall, man.
I got you, dog. No pressure, dog.
Let it be known who we're here, man.
Alright, man. So I actually write upside down, so. King Corn.
That way.
Well, man. Hey,
We appreciate you, man.
tapping in, man. Appreciate chasing each other, dog. We gotta lean on another for real. Y'all think I be that bullshit, bro? I be living this shit for real, dog. Thank you so much, man, for your help.
People eyeball, bro. My brother right left-handed, but he draw right-handed.